Alright, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways, pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is the brother Aram from the James Jamaica camp, coming with another quick lesson. And this lesson is going to be based off the book of Sirach, and pretty much what I want to, through the spirit and power of Yahweh I exhort brothers to do is to, bear in mind that we've been given this wisdom to teach, and also, for the benefit of those that, would learn, as well as to be an example. There are many aspects, of having wisdom, right? Or there's many aspects to having this knowledge. There are many aspects towards being wise. It's a responsibility. And even in Solomon, in Ecclesiastes, this was not in the queue, but it's just coming to mind. He says, what? He that increases wisdom increases sorrow, because there's a certain level of responsibility that comes with having wisdom. All right, so I'm just going to get into these few scriptures. Hopefully this is edifying. So this is the prologue of Sirach. So let me begin. It says, the prologue of the wisdom of Yahushai, the son of Sirach, whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets. There are a lot of things that we can learn, by reading the law. There are many things that we can learn by going through, the history and the prophecies, of the Old Testament. How our righteous forefathers did things, and the mindset that they had, and how, we can learn and apply that and even build on that, as well as when it comes on to the wicked forefathers, we learn what not to do, and we can see the mindset that they had and why they failed, regarding certain things, and how beneficial the laws are, and so on and so forth, right? So it says, whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets, and by others that have followed their steps, right, or righteous forefathers, for which things Israel ought to be commended for learning and wisdom. And wherefore not only the readers must needs become skillful themselves, but also they that desire to learn be able to profit them which are without. So there's a thing, we have to be skillful in reading and skillful in understanding. That's why we look up these words, we look up the history, we do research, we ensure that we're bringing out the scriptures, and everything is on point. We filter things through the scriptures, right, and shows where everything lines up with the scriptures, right, and also learn from it and apply it. But as it says right here, that I'll read this line again. It says, and whereof not only the readers must needs become skillful themselves. So you're learning for yourself, and to be skillful and knowing how to apply the wisdom. It says what? But also they that desire to learn be able to profit them which are without. Even the unbelievers, the younger brothers within the truth, brothers in general, because it may not be a case that brothers don't have wisdom overall, just that they may not have wisdom or the understanding to navigate through particular things. Hence, all of us have our shortcomings, and we learn from each other. But also on the wider scale of things, the unbelievers, those that who are not, who don't know the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, those who don't understand the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And obviously we know the scriptures that the majority won't accept it, but there are a few, who the Lord has preordained, who will actually turn and get it. So it's not only about us getting this wisdom and us profiting solely, but also we should be as it says, but also they that desire to learn be able to profit them which are without, right, by both by speaking and writing, right? And here we're doing these lessons, so we speak of these things, right? But then it would be most of the communication would have been done by writing, but now, as technology, progress, we are actually doing the same things, just pretty much a different method. We're sharing the wisdom that we have learned as we study the scriptures and apply it within our daily lives, and we share with each other, and we share with the world practically, you know how good it is that we are doing this, how beneficial it is, and where it all leads to, which is salvation if you're an Israelite, and pretty much punishments if you're a heathen, right? It says, my grandfather Yahushai, when he had given himself to reading of the law and the prophets and other books of our fathers, and had gotten therein good judgment. So that's how we get good judgment, by studying these scriptures. Was drawn on also himself to write something pertaining to learning and wisdom. So pretty much what Yahushai did, which is not the Lord Yahushai, but the man named Yahushai, which is the son of Sirach, right? He pretty much, not only did he learn from those who came before him and of the law and the prophets, but he also went ahead and he wrote things, pertaining to learning and wisdom, and things that he has pretty much what he has gathered through studying and applying the scriptures, and he shared the benefits of that and how it profit him, right? And that is why when you read the Proverbs, the Ecclesiastes, this book of Ecclesiasticus, you see that it pertains to many things of life, whether it's want to be friendship, with the parents, with children, with woman, money, counsel, advice, all type of things are actually highlighted, within these books, and it's based on what? The same thing as we just said. We just as us, we study the scriptures and we go through certain experience. We come and do a sit down on it in hopes that other brothers can be able to benefit from our experience and what we have learned also. We talk to the brothers at the camp, and sometimes even unbelievers, as I say, you may be at work and somebody may ask your opinion on something, and being a man of the Lord, you're just gonna answer, with the scriptures being the foundation of our answer. Not saying that you're gonna quote scriptures, but you speak, in accordance with the scriptures, right? It says, where was I? Right. It says, had gotten good daring good judgment, was drawn on also himself to write something pertaining to learning and wisdom, to the intent that those which are desirous to learn and are addicted to these things might profit much more in living according to the law. All right, so that's pretty much as far as I want to go, as it pertains to the book of Sirach. Now I'm gonna get some scriptures in the New Testament that pretty much aligns with all that was just said. All right, so this is 2 Timothy chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahushai the Messiah, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also." So you see that? Even Paul was saying that, look, the things that you see me do, among many witnesses, you can, and the things that you that I share, and the things that you have learned, share them with men that are able to teach, because that's what you want to do. We get the responsibility of having wisdom is to pretty much help those that are without. Right? And when I say help, it might not be you actually helping them, but how you operate around them, can make a big difference, even if it's not you affecting them or helping them directly, but so much more, even so the brothers, being a good example, in righteousness through our conduct, through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we've gained from studying these scriptures. All right. Getting the next precept. This won't be long. Just getting these and I'll close out. This is Colossians chapter 4 verse 5. It says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. And especially now in these times, we see where the prophecies are popping off, all over the place. We can see how closer the famine of the word is getting. We see how closer the persecution is getting. We see how close the charagma is, the war, the economic collapse. We see that Yahushua return is pretty much on the horizon at this point. All right, so definitely, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. And so the same thing. That's another way. Outside of being an example, or through your conduct, you can do that. It's also based on how you answer people, how you interact, what the conversations that you have with people. Our speech is definitely something to be considered. All right, so that's one of the ways we walk in wisdom towards them that we that are without. The things that we do and the things that we say, as we apply the wisdom and wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. All right, and I'm going to get the final precept, which is one of my favorite precepts. This is 1 Timothy 4 verse 15. It says, meditate upon these things. Well, let me go verse 13. It says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. So yes, study these things, apply these things, do these things, so that your profiting may appear to all. So that's the profiting of those who are actively, doing the groundwork. It says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. All right, so that's the responsibility, to share the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you have acquired by walking this by on this path to salvation. And as we learn, as we go along, we share that wisdom, so that we may all profit. And it's going to be a for those who reject it, it's going to be a condemnation to them, because it's all through Yahushua. And for those who accept it, then chances are the truth of the fact of the matter is, those who accept it will be of the hopeful elect, because only them will be those who are of the elect, because only them will be able to receive this message. So yeah, just wanted to bring that out. I hope it was edifying. I hope that it was a point, and I hope this exhort brothers to study, apply, and share. Share the so that we can all learn from each other and be edified and built up within the spirit, unto the day of salvation. All right, so that all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom.